I was in my kitchen cooking. I heard about 4 shots, and I could hear them hitting the glass. I laid on the ground, and then when I got up, I looked out the window. I saw a black Navigator parked directly in front of my house, and I saw a black male inside of the Navigator, and like he had been shot. His eyes rolled back. His head was limp. So, and I saw another black male standing outside of the Navigator in the ajar door with his hands over the man's, I guess, his wound. So I went outside and I was trying to see where he was shot at. So I kind of stuck my head inside of the Navigator, and he was shot over towards the side of his head by his ear, towards like the passenger side. So to me, it looked like someone was in the car with him that shot him, because I was looking out of the window the entire time that I was kind of like laid on the ground. I didn't see anyone run past me. I didn't hear any cars move. There was no other cars out there. So when I looked inside of the vehicle to see where the guy was shot at, the other guy that was standing outside of the car kind of told me to back up a little bit, and he informed me that he was an agent. Now, he just looked like a regular guy to me. I didn't know. And so about a second after that, all these police cars started to swarm, and I heard this other lady saying that an agent had been shot. So the guy that was actually in the car shot, he was an agent as well. They must have been doing some type of undercover sting that went wrong. Looks like he shot him 2 times. There were 2 bullet holes inside of the car, inside of the windows. Looks like he may have got shot about twice. They went ahead and they pulled him out of the car. He looked to me to be already dead, but they did put him in a police car and they took him off to the hospital. But I did later find out that he did die. I didn't see any suspects fleeing. By the time I got outside, he must have already fled off. And that was the gist of it.
Did you know anybody in the building that may have been displaced?
No, it looks like they pulled the person that shot him was in the car with him, and they pulled into our parking lot. And whatever was going on in the car went bad, and then he got out of the car. But the other agent had to have been in the vicinity, because like he came out of nowhere. He came out of nowhere. There was no cars that pulled up. At this time, no other police cars was there. But he came out of nowhere, and he was just trying to assist the man, like hold the wound. And like both of them just looked like regular guys. I didn't know that either of them were agents until they told me, and until I heard it, that he was an agent. And the door was ajar. The back door on the passenger side was ajar. So whoever was in that car and that shot him must have gotten out and like ran the opposite direction. That's the only thing I could come up with, because like I said, no one else, no other cars pulled in, no one else was out there besides me and my 2 neighbors. And so one was calling the police. My other neighbor went inside of the house and got a towel and put it on his neck. But that was the gist of what I saw. But he was basically dead though before anyone else came. Before they tried to take him to the hospital, his eyes had already rolled into the back of his head. I saw that clearly. And I stuck my head in the car. No one else was in the car, but he looked to me to be already have died.
So you only been here for 2 months?
Right.
Hadn't seen anything like this? Hadn't heard anything like
I
this?
haven't seen anything that like the police occasionally ride through, but I hadn't heard any gunshots or no like fighting, anything like that. I don't know if they just picked this area to do whatever type of sting or operation that was going on, and they were going to do that today or whatever, but...
Thoughts moving forward? Do you have a family?
Yeah, my husband and my sister-in-law, they stay across town. My thoughts moving forward is I just don't know. Like I said, I'm not from Jackson. I don't know what parts of town are safe, what parts are not safe. So my thoughts moving forward is just not, this is the area for us. You know? Exactly. Like, I literally saw someone die right in front of me. So it's just not the place for us to be.